And instead of just, we go to an elite retreat and we just be like, wow, there's so many ways I can get better. And then you leave the event and you forgot basically everything. Today's exercise is twofold. It's number one, help you to finalize the details of your plan for 2025. And number two is to really challenge you on where you need to step up your game and what are some of the available opportunities. And instead of just, we go to an elite retreat and we just be like, wow, there's so many ways I can get better. And then you leave the event and you forgot basically everything. So let's dive in. I'm going to just walk through this bad boy with you guys. And so let's start moving down the list into the conversation about how you would rate yourself. So let's take a look at client, sphere, agent referral, preferred vendor network. I think I landed officially on that topic. Here's the script that I'm looking for. And this is what I'm talking about in terms of rating. This is the type of script that I want to hear from you. I don't think that any one of my coaching clients could deliver that script to me right now. So please don't feel bad that you can't. Ideally, you could complete that script before you show up to the elite retreat so that you actually you sound like a top pro and people are impressed by you. So going into 2025, do we have a expectations script for new buyers who buy a home with you? Some version of the welcome to your real estate family, right? We saw Lisa Munoz's version, which was brilliant. And we've seen Zach Nelson execute my version, which is great. And so is done, ready to be implemented. The purchase anniversary home value report campaign. I'm going to be using the word campaign a lot more this year because I need your brains to wrap around the term campaign. A campaign means that it's some version of maybe an email, some version of a text message, and some version of a phone call, maybe even a face-to-face appointment, meaning that it's more a multi-touch process. And a campaign also means that you have a broad audience that you're going to be executing this type of campaign to this audience size. And I need us to be having a conversation more about audience size, campaign components, frequency. So we're going to have a lot on that. Okay. Monthly customized market report, Homebot, Sierra, whatever you're doing, implemented, yes or no. 2 to 4 events per year with your clients, your sphere, something, yes or no. Email newsletter, for me, 2 to 4. Really, ultimately, we should be at 4, right? Home service Rolodex campaign. All of you guys are going to implement that with me at the beginning of the year. Great. Some type of investment consultation, right? Online portfolios and review campaigns for every client that you have. You have a campaign to get the reviews. You have an SOP already set in place. Congratulations, yes or no. You got some version of my permission script implemented or some custom version of a referral scripting strategy ready to roll for 2025. Lisa Munoz, mine, I don't care whose it is, Brian Buffini, whatever, right? Some version of maybe a quarterly plan, a social media strategy for not just posting, but for engagement. Most importantly, engagement, meaning that you're commenting, you are strategically moving through a social media platform. I got a bunch of BNI networkers, seller seminar. I'm going to ask all of you guys to do that in the month of February anyway. So we're all doing that. Some of you guys are doing some educational stuff. Great. Where are we at with the golden handoff? Meaning that you are planning on 2025, finding some people to adopt and versus planning your goal to sell and finding the adopted agent. Okay, so this is just a short list for me. So again, I want you to put a check, Patrick, good to go, or highlight it in some color scheme that says high priority, medium priority, low priority. If you have a copy of this, you can go ahead and just hit enter and add in whatever details, add in custom details below. Okay, so look at that together as a group and we can be paying attention to that. Okay. Hey, a quick pause for my sponsor. I'm sure you've noticed that my YouTube channel has fundamentally changed dramatically. Thank you to my new sponsor, Sphere Rocket. What I'm about to share with you isn't just another VA service. Now, here's the problem with traditional VA companies. They're charging $1,700 to $2,000 per month. And what they're doing is they're hiring a $4 to $5 an hour and pocketing the difference. Sphere Rocket has completely flipped that model. They help you hire your VAs directly. So you're in control and you just pay Sphere Rocket a flat fee for their recruiting, their coaching, and their support services to you. I now have 3 VAs on my team and I'm going to 5 and I'll probably go beyond that. These are professionals who are working hard with a lot of experience. I've interviewed Brittany, who is my Sphere Rocket coach, and she's been guiding me through my first hires, helping me through the process and checking in with me on a regular basis. And there's tons of weekly live training, not only for us leaders, but also for the VAs, for them to improve what they're doing and how they're helping you. When you sign up using my link down below, you'll get access to all of my digital marketing library SOPs. And I'm also offering a weekly live live training for leaders who want to build their digital marketing team and doing training for the VAs on how they can serve you better. One of the things I absolutely respected a ton, what they basically said, we will give you a 45-day trial. You don't have to pay Sphere anything for 45 days, and they'll help you hire your first one. And then only if you're satisfied on the 45th day does their service fee kick in. Use my link down below. That supports me, and that can get you all of my digital marketing SOPs. And I can't wait to hear about how you're using this service to build your team. So step one is I need this goal, and I want to see, generally speaking, where you're at with your client Sphere database preferred network. Next, let's move over to dominating a geographic territory or some version of a niche. I have a few people who really are wanting to take on some type of niche. Great. My good buddy and client, Darson Grantham up in Des Moines, Iowa, he crushes it with the investment niche, does a ton of 2 to 4 units, and that is a big program for us. He's done a lot of work with that investment company, gets a bunch of business there, okay? This is the script that I'm looking for. Hey, Patrick, my goal is to get blank % market share of the name of the territory or the niche, which means I'm going to generate blank number of sales and blank GCI. I'm going to secure blank number of listings and help blank number of buyers. My budget is going to be around blank dollars. So I'm going to get a blank return on investment. 5x ROI, 10x ROI. That's the script I'm looking for. I'd like for, if you're going to the elite, I'd like you to be able to say that script prior to showing up, so that when you're talking to someone, Jacob, and they are asking you about your business and you regurgitate that script, they literally will fall out of their chair at how impressed they will be. They'll be like, wow, who's your coach? Is what they're going to basically say. Just tell them to follow me on my YouTube channel. So 4 to 6 annual, notice the keyword here, annual events per year. You already have a preset direct mail campaign, anywhere between 12 to 24. You have your seller offer written distinctly, and we can review it, and it's awesome. You've got your home value offer strategy already dialed in, and you've got some version of a market report designed, already pre-designed, all pre-templated, ready to go. All we have to do is just push the button and we're off and running. Is that already set? Or are you still wondering what you're going to send? Right? That's a disaster. Okay. We got the Dustin Fox YouTube video ad strategy. I got a bunch of you guys excited about this, super pumped on this. His strategy is a 4 video series that you're running at $250 per month per each video. Now, the old school one is just basic version, which was the David Caldwell, right? Everybody loves David Caldwell, great coach, great agent up in the Portland area. He was the OG who just was running the housing market YouTube video ad strategy once per month. I think that's 100% acceptable. Maybe a budget of $250 a month, good to go. The cheapest geographic territory marketing and advertising you're going to do in the history of the real estate business to get the broadest level of reach. $250 will probably get you about 3 to 4, maybe 4 to 5, or maybe 6,000 views. You'll probably get somewhere in the range of 10,000 impressions. That means that they saw your face, your name for 10,000 times, but you were only charged when someone watched it for 30 seconds. Wow. So for $250, you had 6,000 people watch you for 30 seconds. You paid for 30 seconds of exposure for $250. Yeah, that's a good idea. We should probably do that. Okay. Some of you guys have an at-the-door strategy. The Andy C. Richard Stone's in my office. Andy C's market update script. The strategy is brilliant. Seller seminars for your farm, educational seminars for your farm. Notice the 2 terms here, protocol and SOP. And I'm going to regurgitate that 4 times in a row here. What am I talking about? Meaning that when you have an expired that shows up inside of your geographic territory that you most likely live in and are committed to, do we have a protocol? It's already predetermined. This is what's going to happen. There's an SOP involved, okay? When you have a Zillow for rent, right? Do you already have a predetermined protocol, right? I have myself set up on the Zillow for rent by owner for free on Zillow. Anytime there's a for rent that shows up, it shows up into my inbox and or a text message. I take a quick look and I scan to see if it's a property manager or a property owner. If it is a property owner, then protocol ensues, right? Easy peasy. For your geographic farm, I run this campaign for my mega open house. Predetermined, I've already got the vendors, I've already got the budget, I've already got the steps, I've already got the SOP. Now, for my newer agents or agents who want to leverage open houses and want to dominate in a geographic territory, I want you getting other agents' open houses in your farm, right? This has been a very successful strategy for me, right? There's a new listing that shows up in your geographic farm and you're like, wow, who's this dipshit agent? And then you're like, wait, that company is not even near my market. I don't even know what the name of that company is. And then instead of you being annoyed, you just pick up the phone and you text that agent and you say, yo, congratulations on your great new listing. And then you just engage with them. And if it was, wow, oh my gosh, it's vacant. A vacant out of area dipshit broker took a listing in your geographic farm and you're not calling to get that open house, not only for you, but for a team member, that's a disaster. Now I, for free, get all of your signs out into your geographic farm and pick up any buyers for that listing and continue your domination. Let's make sure we got that protocol set up for 2025. Everybody needs to have their I have a buyer protocol set up, maybe for your farm. We've got an absentee owner campaign or for the renter campaign. I was just talking to James Tiernan about that. Okay. Networking, schools, BNI, sports, what are you doing? Google Trifecta, attracting organic leads, Google Business Profile, for YouTube, website, paid online lead acquisition. Are we doing anything in your farm? Nextdoor, Facebook groups. What are we doing there? Any ringless voicemails, ZMA? I just put a little list together. Give me a checkbox. Which ones, hey, I'm crushing this one, ready to roll, Patrick, or highlight it. I need help with this immediately. This is medium priority. Here's low priority. Add your custom. You can already see that this probably would be helpful for some of you guys with your marketing plan, just this basic structure and outline. Okay.